Hello and welcome to Tonic Studios. What have I got to share with you today? Because you know I've always got lovely shares when I come and see you. Today we're sharing Designer Choice 18 and it's called Florals and Flutters Die Set. So what is it? I'm hiding it under the envelope here. So this is how your die set will come to you. So it doesn't always mean a lot when I show you these dies because it's very hard to decipher what is a die and what's it going to cut. But I'll show you the images I've cut out with it. So as you can see from this one, there's lots of layers. So what do lots of layers mean? When I see a set like that, it means lots of versatility to me, that there's lots of shapes. So because there's lots of layers, that means there's lots of verso shapes. So a verso shapes are shapes that will cut into a layer or straight into your cardstock. So let me show you. I'm going to take this card and I can show you. So the outer layer is out of a different cardstock. But the inner layer, if you look in there, that is cut directly into your cardstock. And you can see through. You could back that if you wanted to, but it can give you a lovely lacy, almost laser cut effect. So this is some of the layers that we've got. So once we've got all those layers, because we've kind of got your card blank size here, then we've gone down a little bit into layers, and then we've got lots of little tabs here. So what patterns have we got? I can hear you asking. So these are our patterns. So I'll bring them up a little bit so you can see them closer. So we've gone with flowers around the edge, little butterflies, and then we've got different flowers. So if you wanted to, you could cut that butterfly pattern right next to that pattern. And then you could bring the flower pattern into the center here. So you could have a full A2 sheet all of pattern dies. Depends on which bit you choose. So we've also got some little, almost like tags or little tab layers. Little sentiments. So we've got celebrate, congrats, and forever. All the best, and birthday wishes. Again, all these little dies are verso dies. So they don't have an outer edge. You're going to add that outer edge to them. We also have two dies. I think I've lost a die here somewhere. We also have two little dies. Let me show you on this one. That have just got a stitched edge. So those two dies, you choose whether you want to add that stitched edge or not. So if I show you some of the cards, all this will become apparent to you then because our design team have excelled themselves. We've gone through various different sizes of cards as well. So this is Christine. Christine likes to bring a lot of nouveau into her cards. So she's made a little shaker and she's used tiny, tiny little butterflies to fill in with the theme. But she's also kept the butterflies that have been the little bits that drop out of your die cuts. She's kept them just to add little accents to the card. So a nice little celebrate forever there. This is Ruth. So there we are. We were talking earlier. If I bring this in, Ruth has done a full background of the pattern dies. So she's back shadowed this one to add a little extra detail and added a few little crystal drops. It's a beautiful card. And as I say, almost laser cut. So moving on again, we've gone bigger. So don't think, right, the die is A2 size, so I can only do an A2 card. You can definitely go bigger with it. So she's gone with lovely blacks and coppers. Love this colour scheme. Beautiful card Shilpa, and she's added a couple of her own butterflies as well. Really pretty. So mix and match with the pattern layers. You can also add in your pattern papers as well. Never be afraid to mix and match. So we've got one here from Dawny. And Dawny's almost done like a Mondrian effect here with all these different little blocks. And added a couple of little a sentiment here and a little pattern die. And a few flowers. So don't forget, never throw your scraps out because they'll always come in for little cards like this. So now we've got a little offset detail. This is from Dawny as well. So she's taken the sentiment die and she's offset it from the frame. And then she's added the little butterflies that we spoke about earlier. She's added those to the little tag. It's a really pretty die. Next one. So we've got another shaker. I think any frames fit a shaker perfectly. So this is from Jen. So she's taken the middle frame, she's used the backing for the largest die to make her backing. Then she's brought the layers in with the middle die and then her sentiment in the centre. Like I say, it gives you lots of choices here of what you want to do, from sizes to how you want your pattern to lay out. Do you just want a little bit of pattern with a lot of plain? Or do you want that the other way around? Lots of pattern. It's all your choice. So this one, your little butterflies here have been popped back in. Little bit of crystal lacquer in the centre. Really, really pretty. And these are the little tag that's in the set. Next one now. So we've gone big again now. This is Shilpa. So she's used all the pattern layers, but she's kept it very gentle by choosing very soft pastel-y colours. Like that. She's, if I can just turn it there, I'm hoping you can see everything is on foam pads. So you've got a lot of depth in that card. Beautiful Shilpa. So we've got one here from Christine. So she's done a little bit of offsetting as well. And these tiny butterflies are making features. Really pretty. I don't think there's an age on this set either. I think it could go for very young, even possibly masculine, because I would say if the butterflies, the larger ones, weren't on here, that could well be a masculine card, just by picking the colours. And then I think we've gone a little bit of a younger style here, but I would only say younger because of the colours chosen. So this is Dawny because of the gingham bow. Again, really pretty, and the butterflies have topped that off as well. So this was the one I showed you earlier with the centre that's been cut out in the card. And finished off with some lovely flowers. That's from Ruth. We got another one from Dawny here. So she's done lots of layering, but she's kept some of the plain layers as well. So it's taken some of the busyness out of the card, but just left enough. Very pretty. This is Jen. Jen's used one of the larger tag dies. Let me just turn this over and I can show you. So she's used the longer of the tags and she's just layered it with the colour scheme again. I think we saw this a couple of weeks ago with Jen, where she'd used these colours to make the little wallets, and they all complement each other beautifully. So don't think that you've always got to put all the detail into your cards. Sometimes they can be just as pretty when they're simple. So this one is another lovely shaker. So we've got sequins in there. And we've got all the best on the front with some sequins behind. This is another Jen card. Again, very, very pretty. Kept it very simple because we've got mainly white with just a pop of colour. And then this one complements the other card. So we've got the stripes again, like an ombre effect with a very simple decoration. Very, very pretty. And moving on, we've got Christine with the last one with the congrats and the lovely pattern dies there. So you can go from very, very simple ones, as we've got here, to, let me find it, where is it? You know when you can't find, there we are. You can go very simple to very decorative, going from an A5 card to an A2 card, or even smaller. It could be a gift tag. So there's no restriction on your patterning, there's no restriction on your sizing, so it's just the perfect die set. Have a little look on the Tonic website and it'll be there waiting for you. Happy crafting. Bye.